What a throwback. Gundam is a legendary anime franchise and easily one of the most influential anime in history. More on that in this video, spanning over 10 different series, understatement, several build model kits, OVAs, movies, and a life-size model in Tokyo and various other locations in Japan. There is no way you know about anime and don't know about Gundam. And I can safely say, I've only seen 3 shows in the franchise. The original Mobile Suit Gundam in my childhood, which I barely remember, I think I'm due for a rewatch. The Witch from Mercury, and the currently airing Gquuuuuux. And the reason I've only seen 3 is because there are just so many Gundam installments. The irony of all of this is that I'm a huge Fate fan and I've watched them all. But for a series that is inescapable, it sure isn't at the forefront of most anime discussions nowadays. I understand that anime as a medium has grown exponentially since 1979 when the first Gundam came out, but for a franchise that releases a new show quite often, you'd think it'd be, well, more talked about. Don't get me wrong, Gundam has its core loyal fan base that you could find easily, but I wouldn't call Gundam mainstream. Well, that's what I would have said before. The year is 2022, and Gundam makes history by releasing its first ever female protagonist in The Witch from Mercury, causing a slew of new fans to either check out their first Gundam, or like me, pick back up the franchise. And the question we are here to answer today is, why? It could be that this was the first Gundam in a minute not to be set in the standard UC timeline, making it have no greater connection to the wider franchise other than being a Gundam. But Iron-Blooded Orphans did that in 2015, and personally, I saw The Witch from Mercury bring in way more new fans. So, what's the difference? We know what the difference is. It's not that hard to point out. Cute anime girls. If only someone had a video where they mentioned the markability of cute anime girls. Cute anime girls are more mass-produced than bottled water. That's a fact you should trust me on and definitely not Google. And you still shouldn't Google that. Just trust me, bro. It's not like Gundam needs any more clout. Yes, I've only seen 3, but I enjoyed the OG from what I remember, because I could barely get through an episode without my mom telling me to clean my room. In her defense, it was dirty. My mother has been asking me to mention her somehow in one of my videos, so there you go, mama. And The Witch from Mercury was in my top 5 the year it came out, and Gquuuuuux is looking to do the same. Gundam has never disappointed me, but the longevity of a franchise does hinge on how relevant you stay in the eyes of fans. And I believe including cute anime girls is a clever marketing strategy to once again reclaim its spot in mainstream anime. And it worked! Gundam has always been a very political story, showing the struggles of war and the ever-growing psychological damage that comes to those who participate. And The Witch Mercury manages to capture all of that while feeding into modern tropes to hook modern anime fans, telling a story where school battles get in between the ever-growing political tensions between the humans from Earth and the ones from space. Our MC, Sweta, accidentally finds herself joining the Earth students, teaming up and participating in several really cool mech fights to solve several disputes. Because, you know, getting in a giant robot and beating the crap out of each other is way more fun and effective than a trip to the guidance counselor. But these disputes and her personal life are way more tied to this upcoming war than anyone realizes. But let's think about this for a second. Sweta, our MC, from her design to her personality, she is the living embodiment of the cute anime girl fans love. She's Bocchi with less anxiety, shy, meek, and not really good around people. She stutters over every word and has a hard time communicating, much less processing her own feelings. But like I said earlier, this is still Gundam. So you best believe this shy girl is one of the best giant robot pilots in space, locking in to take down anyone that dares to challenge her. But we are at war, so her kindness is manipulated, and we see our shy MC slowly become this smiley murderer. And that's not all. Her fiancé, Mjorne, yes, you heard that right, fiancé, we got some Yuri up in this bitch, is our rich girl rebel character who's a little bit of a tsundere, but still manages to boss the team around at the end of the day. But this is still Gundam. So she has to deal with the fact that her family is in charge of the people responsible for killing her friend's family. Yikes. Most of the student council, cause it's always the student council, is made up of the children of each faction leading this war. And if you think their goals stop at getting good grades and not helping to set their families up for future success, then you really need to watch this show. This is a game that children should not be playing, but they are, and they're playing it well. My point is, don't be fooled by the cute anime girls and ikemen boys, because this story is so much more than cute character designs. But boy, do they have some amazing character designs, so I see why a bunch of new fans decided to watch this one. Come for the cute anime girls, stay for the worn-torn political drama with Lesbians. And with The Witch from Mercury, Licorice Recoil, and Bocchi all airing in the same year, the Yuri stocks have been up, and they don't seem to be going down anytime soon. The Witch from Mercury leans so hard into the cute anime girl aspect that they just went full Yuri. Fuck whatever Bandai said after the fact. And don't get me wrong, the girls are not the only well-written characters in the show. The entire cast is, because this is still Gundam. Especially Guel, who arguably has the best character arc in this series. He's one of those, first they're sour, then they're sweet. Trust me. This is Gundam with a modern twist, satisfying old fans and able to bring in new fans as well, and the main vehicle at which the creators did this is cute anime girls. Because look at this murderous little cinnamon roll. Isn't she adorable killing people? I just want Celeste to be happy. And after this success, I guess Sunrise decided to go all in with the anime girl designs for a reimagined Gundam, bringing in old animators from Studio Gainax, now Studio Kara, to give it that Gainax/Trigger vibe. And once again, it's working. Gquuuuuux is a little different. It's technically a sequel and it's technically not. Taking place in an alternate version of the ever-expanding UC Gundam timeline, where Zeon, that's the bad guys from the OG Gundam, won the war, and Char, one of the main antagonists of the OG Gundam, was the one to pilot the iconic Gundam robot, not Amuro, the protagonist of the OG Gundam. 5 years after the war is where this anime starts, as we follow our MC Machu getting involved in clan battles, 2-on-2 Gundam battles, as she pilots a new Gundam and befriends Shuji and Neon, who are all following their dream of going to Earth one day. Now, you may be asking yourself, RJ, this doesn't seem like a gateway into the franchise for new fans, considering the fact that you just said it was a sequel. And I would agree with you. If this show definitely wasn't written in a way for newcomers. Not only do they explain all the history and lore you need to know, but given this is an alternate timeline, you don't actually need to know the ins and outs of the original timeline. Tis the alternate part. Sure, you might miss all the nostalgia bait, but if you're that pressed, then go watch Gundam. Go watch Gundam. But you know what we're here for. Those character designs. And when I say they went all in, they went all in. Just look at the first ED for this series. It's nothing but slight outfit changes and different hairstyles for our two main heroines as they goof around in their college dorm looking room. Sidebar, the room looks cool as hell. Whoever designed that background, you did that. But you see how the aesthetic of these characters is bringing me into the show? I don't think it's a mistake that Machu and Neon have a new outfit or hairstyle every episode. Whether that is swimsuit Machu, ponytail Neon, Kira Kira Shuji, pilot Neon, hairpin Machu, pilot Machu, Ankui herself, the rest of the Pomeranians, Shiko herself, Komali herself, need I go on? I know I named other characters besides our two main girls, but the designs are just too good not to mention. Watching this show weekly, I would know a new episode had come out because my social media timeline would be filled with fans posting pictures and fan arts of the new designs that came with that episode. The designs go hard, and I'm not the only one drawn to them. Mix that with the new mech designs, and just like Witch from Mercury, a story that goes beyond having cute anime girls. Because this is still we get it! Damn. I mean, in the very first episode, Neon thinks she has pulled a fast one on our MC, using her to carry an illegal item. But by the time Neon shows back up to pick back up the item, Machu had already removed the tracker and had a plan to force Neon to answer her questions. Not only does this make both Neon and Machu instantly interesting characters, but it also, believe it or not, plays into their designs. Machu is red, which is so main character, showing us that she is more dynamic and forward-thinking and always acts first. Neon is blue, showing us that she is more chill and laid back and always thinks first. They're opposites. and that's why they attract each other. Shuji, the last member of our trio, is purple. He serves as a middle ground between the two, showing both a calm side and a more aggressive side, which also plays into the possible love triangle story unfolding. And you will never guess what color you get from mixing red and blue. The designs play into the story, and they attract new viewers because they match modern anime aesthetics more so than most new anime franchises, mixed with a story and setting that will keep you invested with plot twists, character drama, and more. This is a recipe for success, and you can't tell me the creators didn't do it on purpose. And I'm sure there is going to be a more hardcore Gundam fan in the comments telling me how these shows are not doing anything all that different from the other installments that I haven't seen. But that plays into my point as well. The first two Gundam series to have a female protagonist didn't revolutionize the Gundam formula, but instead presented it in a different package in order to keep this franchise relevant and fresh. And that package is cute anime girls. Or I'm wrong and they did revolutionize the formula. I've only seen 3 of them, so let me know what you think in the comments below. There is a lot that goes into designing a character, so for me to sum it up as cute anime girls make anime fans want to watch anime more is oversimplifying what's happening. But that's what's happening here. You take one look at any of these characters and you instantly want to know more. Some modern tropes are looked down upon in our community, like isekai, harems, love triangles, and of course, moe. But there is no law saying that you can't have these tropes and still tell a thought-provoking story that manages to capture audiences around the world. It is not the tropes themselves that are flawed, but the applications of the tropes within the story. Quote that. Needless to say, Gundam has proven that you can indeed teach an old dog new tricks, and even with the history of anime on its back, this franchise still finds a way to stay relevant because it's willing to reinvent itself every time. I may have only seen 3 as the recording of this video, but if Gundam keeps this up, I may just end up being a part of a second generation of hardcore Gundam fans. Hey guys, hope you liked that video. I'm enjoying Gquuuuuux and I wanted to ramble on about it, but what do you think? Do you think cute anime girls is making Gundam more mainstream? Comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on socials because we stream. Thank you to our patrons for support, and thank you for watching. As always, my friends, I'm RJ Lane, and this has been On the Rise.